Hello, friends, and welcome to Storytime with Miss Sheila and Wintonbury. Do you remember Wintonbury? We haven't seen Wintonbury in a while. Yeah, Wintonbury wanted to come back and see you guys. So he and I are going to be doing some story times for you together. And today I'm going to read you something called, I'm calling it The Tales of Two Gladyses. And just a minute, Wintonbury wants to ask me something. That's a really good question, Wintonbury. Wintonbury asked me if I had a tail because he was saying he has a tail, and I said two tails. So he's wondering if I had a tail too. But no, Wintonbury, humans don't have tails, okay? Doggies do. There's Wintonbury's tail. But this tail is a T-A-L-E tail, and it's another word for story. So this is the stories of two different Gladyses. The first one is called Eating Up Gladys, and it's by Margot Zemek. And then the second one is Gladys Goes Out to Lunch. So I'm going to be reading those two stories to you. I love both of them. They're wonderful. Do you like them too, Wintonbury? Yeah, Wintonbury likes them. Okay, Wintonbury, can you say goodbye for now? Because I need my lap to put the books in and hold them up so everybody can see them. Okay, so say bye-bye, people. See you in a while. Okay, jump down. Jump. Good boy. Good boy. So this is Eating Up Gladys. And if anybody has a bossy older sister, you're gonna like this book because this is about a very bossy older sister. And it's dedicated to sisters everywhere. Gladys was the oldest sister. Because she was older than Hilda and Rose, Gladys was the first to be visited by the Tooth Fairy and the first to ride a two-wheeled bike. And because she was older than Hilda and Rose, Gladys had a room of her own, and she stayed up late at night laughing and being important. And when their parents were out, Gladys was the one in charge. Gladys was the only one allowed to take care of the baby or heat up food for their dinner. Sometimes she was nice to her sisters, but when Gladys was in charge, she was bossy. When Gladys yelled, she could be heard a block away, and when she stomped her foot, Hilda and Rose usually did what she wanted. One evening, when their parents were out, Gladys was bossier than ever. Hilda and Rose, Gladys commanded, put away your toys and set the table, then hang up your coats and put your pajamas on, and don't make any noise because the baby is sleeping. But Hilda was tired of Gladys bossing her around. Gladys, said Hilda, you are not the boss of me. Oh, yes, I am the boss of you, snapped Gladys. I'm the one in charge. So put away your toys, set the table, hang up your coats, and get your pajamas on now. And don't forget the baby's sleeping. And then Gladys stomped upstairs to her bedroom. That's the end, declared Hilda. Let's get rid of that bossy girl. Let's have her for dinner and be done with her forever. Hilda and Rose rolled around laughing, eating up Gladys. Gladys is so big, we'll need a lot of dishes, said Hilda. That's for sure, said Rose. A lot of dishes. And Gladys is so mean, she might not taste good, said Hilda. That's for sure, said Rose. We'll need good things to eat with. And Hilda and Rose set the table for a feast. How will we cook that bossy girl? Rose asked. In a pot, said Hilda. In a really big pot. That's for sure, said Rose. Hilda and Rose found the biggest pot in the house, and they marched upstairs to get Gladys. Get ready, Gladys, Hilda and Rose yelled as they burst into Gladys's room. Your time is up. Your time is through. We're having you for dinner. Ha, ha, ha. Very funny, said Gladys. For your information, we're having spaghetti for dinner tonight. Go away and leave me alone. Can't you see I'm busy? Hilda and Rose went back downstairs. I don't think she wants us to have her for dinner, said Rose. Well, too bad, said Hilda. Too bad for her. We're having her for dinner no matter what. And that's that. Hilda and Rose made up a song and they sang it louder and louder. We'll eat her with spaghetti and pickles and tomatoes. We'll eat her up with jelly and pudding and potatoes. Eating up Gladys, eating up Gladys, eating up Gladys now. What on earth is going on? Gladys hollered as she ran downstairs and saw the mess in the kitchen. You're just in time, Gladys, Hilda yelled. Get in the pot, get in the pot. Me, roared Gladys, get in the pot, never. Oh, come on, Gladys, said Rose, just try it. Are you crazy or something? Gladys screamed. You can't just go around eating people. She was so mad that she stomped one foot and then the other foot and then both feet at once. Gladys lost her balance and she started to slip and she fell into the pot. You crazy monsters, Gladys hollered. Get me out of this stupid pot. Hilda and Rose tried and tried, but they couldn't pull Gladys out of the pot. She's stuck, said Hilda. That's for sure, said Rose. Stuck in a pot. Ha, ha, ha. Hilda and Rose laughed and laughed until suddenly the baby woke up and started to cry. Now look what you've done, Gladys shrieked. You woke the baby up. I'm supposed to take care of her. Stop laughing. I'm in charge. But Gladys couldn't do anything. I'll change the baby's diaper, said Hilda, and I'll get the baby's bottle, said Rose. So Hilda and Rose took care of the baby, and the baby stopped crying and smiled. I'm hungry, said Rose. So am I, said Hilda. I'm hungry and stuck, said Gladys. Stuck in a stupid pot. That night, it was Hilda who warmed the spaghetti for their dinner, while Rose took care of the baby. And it was the best spaghetti they had ever tasted. And that's the end, except you can see she somehow managed to get out of the pot because it's sitting there in the hallway. And that's the end of Eating Up Gladys. Isn't that a funny book? I love that book. I'm going to leave it here. Wintonbury, what did you think of that book? Come on, you can come back up and talk. Huh? Yeah, you're so happy to see people. You're like, I'm back, I'm so happy I'm back. Yay, hi everybody. Did you like that book? I liked it too. You ready for the next Gladys book? Good, okay. Miss Sheila's gonna take one break. I'm gonna go get some water, okay? I'll be right back. Hi, Wintonbury and I are back. Sorry, my throat, I have my mask on now. My throat got dry and I just couldn't stop coughing. Okay, so this is the second Gladys book. And this one is Gladys Goes Out to Lunch. So once again, you can help me hold it, Wintonbury? Thank you so much. You're such a good puppy. It's about eating, but now they're not eating Gladys. Gladys is eating everything. And you're going to find out that Gladys eats a lot of stuff. Okay? You ready, Wintonbury, to hear the story? Okay. Can you jump back down? Good boy. Okay. Jump. Good job. And this is Gladys Goes Out to Lunch by Derek Anderson. Gladys loved bananas. She ate bananas for breakfast, bananas for lunch, and more bananas for dinner. One day, the most delicious smell came drifting through the zoo. It smelled even better than bananas, so Gladys went out for lunch. Look at Gladys, she's big. She couldn't wait to taste what was making that deliciously sweet scent. She followed it all the way to the pizzeria. There were pizzas with pepperoni, pesto, and even pineapple. Gladys tried them all, but pizza was not what she had smelled. When she found the sweet scent again, Gladys snooted, wiggled her toes, and followed it down the street to a fancy French cafe. This had to be where the smell was coming from. There were frogs' legs, fried snails, and a frozen moose. Gladys tried them all, but fancy French food wasn't what she smelled either. Gladys was glad because there wasn't enough on the table to feed a bird. When she found the sweet scent again, Gladys snorted, kicked up her heels, and followed it around the corner to an ice cream stand. Gladys hoped the smell was coming from here. There were 15 flavors of ice cream in 15 different colors. Gladys tried them all, but ice cream wasn't what she smelled. Gladys was tired, and her tummy was nearly full. Until she smelled that deliciously sweet scent one more time. Gladys knew that she was close by. She smiled, licked her lips, and followed it around the block to the back entrance of the zoo. She sniffed all the way to a little food cart and found just what she was looking for. Banana bread! Gladys ate the whole loaf by herself. It was the warmest, sweetest lunch she'd ever tasted. But there was something missing. Her favorite dessert. So look, she goes back to the zoo and she eats more bananas. And this is so fun because there's a recipe here for banana bread. So if you want to make banana bread like Gladys ate, then you can just follow this recipe. So that's my second Gladys story. I like that one too. Although eating of Gladys is much funnier, I think. What did you think? Which one did you like better? Which one? Wintonbury's shy, so he just whispers in my ear. What? Oh. He says he likes them both and he can't decide. And he says, I hope that you all enjoyed them too. As we said, he said, do you think that everybody else enjoyed them? I think so, okay? So, we'll see you again sometime soon for some more story times with Miss Sheila and Wintonbury. Bye. Wintonbury and Miss Sheila say bye